Baruch are all those who revere Yahuah and who walk in his ways. Tahalim 128, verse 1. Praise Yah, brothers and sisters. Praise the Most High, the faithful one, the great one, the almighty one to whom there's none to compare. Today we're going to be talking about waiting, learning how to wait. Yahushua said in Luke 21 verse 19 that in our patience we possess our soul. And patience is almost synonymous to waiting and enduring. And with all that is happening in the world today, and the world is nothing but a ball of confusion and chaos. That's the way that system is set up. And when we consider who their leader is, their ruler is, it fits the description. For it is written that where there's confusion in every evil work, we can know that the author is our adversary, Yah's opponent, the evil one, the great destroyer, the one who hates all that is good and all that is connected to Yahuah, the Elohim. So today we're going to talk about waiting. And it's going to be very, very, very important. Yahushua said that in Luke. And then in his own, in Revelations, he talks about it in, I think, chapter 3, verse 10 or chapter 2, verse 10. And he said, because you kept the word of my patience. He was telling them that he's going to protect them from what's coming on the face of the earth. And also in Lucas, Yahushua, during that time frame in chapter 21, he said, pray, which I don't like the word pray, so request that we be accounted worthy to escape the things that are coming upon the face of the earth. I don't like the word pray because of the vibration of that word that sounds and is equal to the P-R-E-Y. So we can say other words like call, request, ask, petition, hear my voice, my cry. So we're going to start with Tahalim 37, verse 34. Wait on Yahuah and keep his way, and he will exalt you to inherit the land. Tahalim 25, verse 21. Let integrity and uprightness preserve me, for I wait on you. Verse 22. Redeem Yashrael, O Elohim, out of all his troubles. Tahalim 37, verse 8. Cease from anger and renounce wrath. Fret not yourself in any wise to do evil, for evildoers shall be cut off. But those that wait on Yahuah, they shall inherit Haaretz. Tahalim 62 and 5. My being, wait only on Elohim, for my expectation is from him. He only is my rock and my salvation. He is my defense, and I shall not be moved. And Elohim is my salvation and my esteem, the rock of my strength and my refuge. is in Elohim. Trust in him at all times. Pour out your heart before him. Yahuah is a refuge for us. My being, wait only on Elohim. Tehillim 33 verse 16. There is no king saved by the multitude of an host. A mighty man is not delivered by much strength. A horse is a vain thing for safety. Neither shall he deliver any by his great strength. Behold, the eye of Yahuah is upon them that fear him, reverence him, upon them that hope, wait in his kindness, to deliver their being from death and to keep them alive in famine. Our being waits for Yahuah. He is our help and our shield. For our heart shall rejoice in him, because we have seen, oh my, we have trusted in his righteous name. Let your kindness, O Yahuah, be upon us, according as we have hoped and waited for you. Hebrews 11:1. Now, belief is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Or, we can read it, now belief is the assurance of things hoped for, waited for, the proof of things not seen. Or, now belief is the assurance, the confirmation, the title deed of the things we hope and wait for. It is the proof of things we do not see, and it is the conviction of their reality. Belief perceives as a real fact what is not revealed to the senses. So we had the word assurance, which equals confidence, promise, guarantee, composure, and poise. So when we're waiting, we have a guarantee within our being. We have a confidence within our being. We feel the assurance because he spoke it that it is so. We have composure about us, and people wonder, how are you seeming so at peace? We have a poise about ourselves because we know it's not about us. It's about the faithfulness of his word. It's about the faithfulness of what we've known him to be and do in our lives up to this moment. Hebrews 10 verse 35. Therefore, don't throw away your confidence that has great recompense, reward, or you can say return or payback of reward. So don't throw away our confidence. What is that confidence? Our assurance, our guarantee in him. Don't throw it away. Hold on to that confidence. Because you know he can't fail. You know he can't lie. For we have need of patience, we need endurance, that after we have done the will of the great rewarder and the faithful companion that he is, we will receive the promise. Whatever promise he has promised, we can know that. That's what we're holding on to. That's what we're waiting to see. His promise come to fruition. His promise come to pass. For yet a little while, and he that shall come will come, and will not tarry. He will not delay. Now the just, which are the righteous, the set apart ones, shall live by belief. But if any man draw back, this is Yahuah talking, my being shall have no pleasure in him. But we, brothers and sisters, we are not of them who draw back into perdition, back into transgression and living evil lives, free of living to please Yah, throwing away his law and disregarding as though it's not eternal, it's not real. But we are not of them that draw back into perdition, but of them that believe to the saving of the being. We believe this. Tehillim 119, verse 49. Remember the word to your servant, Yahuah, that you have caused me to hope and wait. This is my comfort in my affliction, for your word has given me high. Your word has given me life. This is my hope. This is my comfort, your word. Tehillim 145:15. The eyes of all wait upon you, and you have given them their meat in due season. Yahuah is righteous in all his ways and righteous in all his works. Tehillim 104, verse 27. These wait all upon you, Yahuah, that you may give them their meat in due season. What you give them, they gather. You open your hand, they are filled with good. Tehillim 130, verse 5. I wait for Yahuah, my being waits, and in his word do I hope, do I wait. My being waits for Yahuah more than they that watch or wait for the break of day. I say, more than they that watch and wait for the break of day. Tehillim 147, verse 10. Yah delights not in the strength of a horse. He takes no pleasure in the legs of a man. Yahuah takes no pleasure in them. Yahuah takes pleasure in them that fear him, in those that hope and wait in his compassion. Let's read it again. Praise Yah. Enemy gets to hear it again. Yah delights not in the strength of the horse. He takes no pleasure in the legs of a man. Yahuah takes pleasure in them that fear him, in those that hope and wait in his compassion. Praise Yahuah, O Yerushalayim. Praise your Elohim, O Zion. For he has strengthened the bars of your gates. He has Baruch your children within you. He makes peace in your borders and fills you with the finest of wheat. He sends forth his command upon Haaretz. His word runs very swiftly. Those that wait will receive the promises. In our patience we possess our soul. And those who endure to the end are the ones who will be saved. It was a lie. Come, walk down this aisle and accept him as your Savior, and you shall be saved. That's not what he said in the scriptures. So we're going to read a little bit in Shemot about the Exodus out of Egypt. And just consider, do you ever consider yourselves, like when we get ready to go through what we're getting ready to go through, will we act like our ancestors, or will we know our Elohim? Daniel wrote that in the last days, those that know their Elohim will do great exploits. We're going to do great things. We're going to baffle the evil one. Shemot 14, verse 18. Yahuah made hard and strong the heart of Pharaoh, king of Mizraim, and he pursued the children of Yashrael, for they left with a high hand. So Pharaoh is coming after them. The Mizrites, or the Egyptians, pursued them. All the horses and chariots of Pharaoh and his horsemen and his army, and overtook them and camped at the Red Sea. So they were coming after them. They say they overtook them at the Red Sea by Pi-hahiroth in front of Baal-zephon. When Pharaoh drew near, the children of Yashrael looked up, and behold, the Mizrites were marching after them. And they were exceedingly frightened and cried out to Yahuah. And they said to Musa, is it because there were no graves in Mizraim that you have taken us away to die in the wilderness? Why have you treated us this way and brought us out of Mizraim? Did we not tell you? Now listen to this. Did we not tell you, let us alone, let us serve the Mizrites? For it would have been better for us to serve the Mizrites than die in the wilderness. Musa told the people, fear not, stand still. Stand firm and confident and undismayed, and see the salvation of Yahuah. He will work for you today. For the Mizrahites you've seen today, you shall never see again. Never see again. What a promise. Yahuah will fight for you and you shall hold your peace and remain at rest. So remember that when we're going through things, let Yahuah fight for us and we hold our peace and remain at rest. That's our wait. That's that patience. That's that spirit of endurance. Yahuah said to Musa, "Why do you cry to me? Tell the people of Yashrael to go forward. Lift up your rod and stretch out your hand over the sea and divide it, and the children of Yashrael shall go on dry ground through the midst of the sea." And sometimes he tells us, why are you sitting there lamenting? There's things you can be doing too while you wait on me. And the children of Yashrael went into the midst of the sea on dry ground, the waters being a wall to them on their right hand and on their left. The Mizrahites pursued and went in after them into the midst of the sea, even all Pharaoh's horses, his chariots, and his horsemen. Then Yahuah said to Musa, "Stretch out your hand over the sea, that the waters may come again upon the Mizrahites, upon their chariots and horsemen." So Musa stretched forth his hand over the sea, and the sea returned to its strength and normal flow. When the sunrise appeared, and the Mizrahites fled into it, being met by it, and Yahuah overthrew the Mizrahites and shook them off into the midst of the sea. The waters returned and covered the chariots, the horsemen, and all the hosts of Pharaoh that pursued them. Not even one of them remained. But the children of Yashrael, they walked on dry ground in the midst of the sea, the waters being a wall to them on their right hand and on their left. Thus Yahuah saved Yashrael that day from the hand of the Mizrahites, and Yashrael saw the Mizrahites dead upon the seashore. And Yashrael saw that great work that Yahuah did against the Mizrahites. And the people reverently feared Yahuah and trusted in and relied on Yahuah and to his servant Musa. In the meantime, while we're waiting to see our deliverance, we know it's there. We know it's ours. But while we're waiting for the realization in this physical realm to take place, there's always something we can do in the meantime. In the meantime is a very special time, a very important time, a very valuable time. What are we doing in the meantime while we are waiting on the Most High to deliver us from the enemy? That same spirit that drove Pharaoh is driving people today. It's driving everything today. They loan money and they do it unlawfully. They hold trials and incarcerate people, and it's not always lawfully. They hire people, it's not always lawfully. Everything they do is against the laws of Yahuah. Everything they do is about destroying the remnant, the Commandment Keepers, the seed of the woman that's spoken of in his zone 12, the seed that will bruise the head of the serpent. So what are we doing in the meantime, waiting for our deliverance to arrive? Remember with Daniel when he had requested Yah to give him revelation on the vision that he had, and it took 3 weeks. And when Gabriel came to him, he told him, your request was answered at the time you requested it, but there was a war. I had to call Michael to help to get this answer to you. So know that. If it seems like it's taken a while, we have to know that it's not that the enemy has won, has prevailed. It's not that Yahuah is asleep or he's thinking on it. There could be a warfare going on. Not could be. There is warfare going on. In Romans chapter 5 says something about patience, how patience is increased in us because of tribulations. So we learn through our tribulations, and we get to know our Father and his faithfulness. That's how we can be assured. That's how we can be confident. That's how we can hold our composure. That doesn't mean on the inside there's not a war going on, because there's a war going on too, because he likes to attack the mental state of man. Because if we can take his thoughts and start saying those thoughts of fear and anxiety, half the battle's won then. So we can't take no thought saying, what if? How come? Where is it? We can't be saying those kind of things. We're standing assured. We know who's on our side. I shouldn't say on our side. We know whose side we're on. We're on his side. He's the side of truth and righteousness. Tehillim 91 says, we want to be in the secret place of the Most High. We want to be abiding in the shadow of the Almighty, so that we can say of him, Yahuah, you are our refuge and our strength. You're our fortress, our high tower. You're where we can run. Be covered with your wings. Tehillim 59:9. Because of your strength will I wait upon you, O Elohim, for you are my defense. Habakkuk 2. Now, in Hebrews, they actually quoted some of this in Habakkuk. So they referred back to Habakkuk 2, and Yahuah answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain on tables, that he may run that reads it. Oh, that makes me want to run. So listen, when we read the promises of Yah, it should make us want to run. Daud said, at the victory that Yah had given him, he said he could run through a troop and leap over a wall. You know, it should be such an encouragement to us to see our great and mighty Elohim, the one whom all power is. He is invincible. He is the great one. He's a man of war. It said, I think it's in Exodus. It's in one of it's someplace in the Torah that he says it, but I think it's Exodus. Okay, so let me go back. I got excited. Write the vision and make it plain on tables, that he may run that reads it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time. See, it's for an appointed time. But at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It hurries towards the end. Oh, it's trying to get to us. Let us not be the ones who defer it. Let us not be the one who keep it, who is hindering it from coming forth by the words that we speak in the doubt and all these other things. Not taking the time during that meantime to just praise and worship and praise and adore. I should say praise and adore the Most High. So this vision will not tarry, nor will it prove false. The just shall live by his belief. The vision is for yet an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. And though it may seem like it's tarrying, wait for it. Wait for it. It's like people who take public transportation and the bus is running a little late. They're like, it's a minute late. It's always on time. I wonder what's going on. Don't leave. The minute you leave and the bus comes out, then you can't even run to catch it. Wait on it. But most people wait on public transportation more willingly than they will on Yahuah. Tehillim 106:7. Our fathers perceived not nor appreciated your wonders in Mizraim. They remembered not the multitude of your generous kindness, but provoked you, Yahuah, at the Red Sea. Nevertheless, you saved them for your name's sake, that you might make your mighty power to be known. Hallelujah. Yahuah rebuked the Red Sea also, and it was dried up. So he led them through the depths as through the wilderness. And he saved them from the hand of him that hated them. And he redeemed them from the hand of the enemy. And the waters covered their enemies. Hallelujah. There was not one of them left. Then they believed his words. They sang his praise. They soon disregarded his work. They waited not for his counsel, but lusted exceedingly in the wilderness, and tempted Yahuah in the desert. And he gave them their requests, sending leanness into their being. So even though he fed them naturally, leanness in their being, they were not strong in him. They were not nourished in the knowledge of who he is. They would always praise him after he did something, but it wasn't in their being. They didn't really grab hold of it. They didn't adore him and love him for it and know that he keeps proving himself that he's great. He's almighty. We can trust him. They didn't have that kind of mindset. They waited not for his counsel. We are going to wait for his counsel. We are going to wait for his mighty hand to move. Acts 1 verse 4. And being assembled together with them, he commanded them that they not depart from Jerusalem, but wait for the promise of the Father, saying, that of you have you heard of me. For John truly baptized with water, but you shall be baptized with the Ruach HaKodesh not many days from now. So when they were come together, they asked of him, saying, Yahuah, will you at this time restore again the reign, the kingdom of Yashrael? And he said unto them, it is not for you to know the times or the seasons that the Father has put in his own power. The Father knows. He has a set time. But they waited for the promise of the Father. Yeshayahu 40, verse 28. Have you not known, have you not heard, that the everlasting Elohim, Yahuah, the creator of the ends of the earth, he faints not, neither is weary? There is no searching of the greatness of his knowledge. He gives power to the faint, and to them that have no might, he increases strength. Even the youth shall faint and be weary, and the young men shall utterly fall. But they that wait upon Yahuah shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles, as birds. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint. So he gives power to the faint, and to them that have no might, no strength, he increases strength. Because they that wait on him, their strength will be renewed. We'll run and not be weary, and we will walk and we won't faint. Tehillim 27 verse 13. I have fainted unless I had believed to see the goodness of Yahuah in the land of the living. Wait on Yahuah. Be of good courage, and he shall strengthen your heart. Wait, I say, on Yahuah. Wait, I say, on Yahuah. Tehillim 39, verse 7. And now, Yahuah, what do I wait for? My hope is in you. Tehillim 119, verse 49, we read earlier, remember the word to your servant, Yahuah, that you have caused me to hope and wait on. This is my comfort in my tests and my trials and my afflictions. For your word has given me high. Your word has given me life. I wait on your word. Tehillim 33 verse 18. Behold, the eye of Yahuah is upon them that fear him, upon them that hope and wait in his kindness, to deliver their being from death and to keep them alive in famine. Our beings wait for Yahuah, for he is our help and our shield. For our heart shall rejoice in him, because we have trusted in his righteous name. Let your kindness, O Yahuah, be upon us, as according as we have hoped and waited in you. We will get what we get based on how we wait on him. We are guaranteed his promises to come to pass when we are commandment keepers. When we are commandment keepers. When we die out to self and we shun this world and their way of thinking and talking, and we dedicate ourselves to the Most High, every promise that he has promised is ours. And we may not be walking through a real ocean, needing the waters to part and be walls on the right and the left. But there's so many other life situations that are so similar. And we can know however close the enemy gets, he will not overcome us, because the eye of Yahuah is upon those that wait on him, that trust in him, rely on him. And fear him. Brothers and sisters, as always, be encouraged. Be encouraged. Don't you want to run? I got to read that one more time. Habakkuk 2. And Yahuah answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain on tables, that he may run that reads it. And then we go down to Yeshayahu 40. It says, Yah will renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint. So we know the word. We run with it, knowing that the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, we wait for it, because it will surely come. It will surely hurry towards the end. Remember, when he sends out his word, it will not return unto him void. It will accomplish what he sends it out to do. It may only seem like it's tearing, but we got to know that it's moving, it's working. It's like the sun and the moon. They are always doing what they're supposed to be doing. They're in the right place every day and every night where they're supposed to be. We just have to remember that the just live by their belief. So where is our belief? What is our measure of belief in the Great One? Let's wait on him. Let's wait on him. Even right now, another hurricane is coming through some of our southern states. And they just had a devastating one last week. There's all types of hurricanes. They're the natural ones that deal with creation. And we have them. Some people are having them in their lives right now. Getting different types of bad news. But we can be so different. We're supposed to be different in how we handle things, because we know who was accompanying us through life. He leads us, he guides us, he walks beside us, he sees the reward, he's behind us. There's nothing that takes him by surprise. There's a message on this platform. Oh my God, something about when trouble arises, Yah is on it, or something like that. He knows before it comes. And you know what? How often could we get through things quicker if we know how to wait on him, for him to show his hand? Because even with the Pharaoh thing, all through it, he told Musa in the beginning what was going to happen. From the very beginning, he said he was going to be killing their firstborn. He already knew where it was going to go. He even let Musa know that, I'm going to be hardening his heart, but I still want you to do this. But this is only so for the commandment keepers. I am not talking about him like Christianity teaches us that, he loves everybody. He just gives. And then when things go wrong, they want to blame him. And not look at, okay, what did I do? Where did I mess up? I must have done something, because he never fails. No, it's just he's wrong. He did it. Act of nature, when trees go down. Act of God. No, it's act of God. That's what they say, right? Well, that might be true about that. But anyways, okay. All right. So you be encouraged, brothers and sisters. Let's learn to wait on him now, so that when, oh my goodness, the curtains go up and the final act is going to take place, we be right where we're supposed to be. And we know our lines. I trust in you, Father. That's what we're going to say. Yahuah, there's nothing too hard for you. I look to you. As a commandment keeper, Yah, you have promised. Those kind of things we're going to say. Be encouraged, brothers and sisters. Let's run. We've read the laws. We've read the scriptures. We know. So we can run with it, Habakkuk says. Make it plain on tables, that he may run that reason. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. It will prove that it is true what he has said. It will not prove false. So until next time, remember who wins. We who are in Yahuah, we who stand on his word, we who revere him, we reverence him, we love his truths and his righteousness. Oh my. So grateful for being among those who are included in the set apart ones. Let's keep walking the walk, striving to free ourselves up with these things that muddy us up, because the bride is making herself ready. Are we getting ready? I hope you're encouraged. But take every opportunity to wait successfully, no matter how small. And I'm telling you, every day, most of us have opportunity. Oh my goodness, just dealing with people. I tell you, I love you, brothers and sisters. May we all make it. May we all make it. May we all make it. Let's fight the good fight of belief in him when the enemy comes against us like a flood. Yah, let's up a standard against him. Back off. These are mine. We wait in Yah. Be encouraged. Be encouraged. Stay in the state of courage. That mindset of courage. So let's learn to wait.